Priscilla, I hope you've heard me on what I said. Are you with us? We cannot hear you. Okay, Samuel, at least I said while waiting for others to join us, we should give the floor to our learners to introduce themselves, to give us news before we start the session by way of just waiting for those who are late.
Okay.
Samuel, did you hear me? Tamu, can you hear me? Because it's as if my colleagues are...
Yes, me.
Okay, Mr. K. So what's wrong with Samuel? Samuel, I can't hear you at all.
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Razak, at least can you help us to have a bit of interaction on the platform as we are waiting for others to join? I asked Samuel, I cannot hear anything from him. I earlier asked Priscilla, and it's as if she is no longer even on the platform. So I wonder what is going on.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I hope you can hear me clearly.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Okay, welcome to everybody to our 14th virtual English club session. As usual, you know we go for the discussion, then we come back for some vocabularies, and then you have the opportunity to ask all your questions about English. And for sure, if you have more questions, just to feel free to contact the numbers that are projected just under the picture that you have on your screen. So before we start, I would like each person to activate his mic and then introduce himself, like saying the name and what he is doing, for us to be sure that everybody is around and everybody can use very well their microphone when it's time to speak. Thank you. Who is going to be the first person?
Me?
Okay.
Hello, can I?
Sure, you can. Let's go, sir.
Okay. Afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Tam Issa. I'm a Beninese and a student of Sopodiva Training Center. I start my training in Sopodiva several time ago. First, I come in Accra, where I start my learning and did 2 months. After this, I come back in Benin, and I also subscribe myself to do e-learning. I'm a student. I'm a PhD student, in Beirut and work on one subject which entitled Making and Living, Learning Trajectories Toward the Ability to Earn Livelihoods. So I have to work with several students and those who drop out and see how they manage to get a work, to get how to help them to earn and live each day. I start my courses. I already start my courses, but I still in Benin because of coronavirus cases, and I'm happy to learn English with Sopodiva. Thank you very much. Hello.
Yeah, welcome to you, sir, and welcome again to Sopodiva, even if you are already in Sopodiva.
Hello.
Who is the next person? Next person, but you need to make it short. You just give us your name and your profession, and you tell us if you are a student of Sopodiva or not.
Okay, can I take the floor, please?
Sure, you can.
Okay, good afternoon, everybody. I am Armel.
Afternoon.
Yes, I am Armel Oga. I'm from Benin. I'm started my training in Sopodiva since 4 months ago. I am sociologist. Thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, next person.
Hello.
Hello.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.
My name is
Okay. My name is Yaya Gita. I'm from Guinea. Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Okay, can I take the floor now?
Yes, sir, you can. Let's
Hello.
go. Hello, yeah.
Okay, my name is Suleiman Touré. I come from Burkina Faso. I am IT. Okay. I start to learn English at Sopodiva 15 days ago.
Okay. Welcome.
I am new in this platform. I am new in I am new to learn English at Sopodiva. I am happy to have a good background I think in English for my work and for my everyday living. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, and welcome again. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Sitian Dosso from Côte d'Ivoire. I'm a product manager.
All right.
For the network company in my country. So I'm now to study English.
All right. And are you a student of Sopodiva or you are planning to become one?
So I was in Sopodiva the last year for 1 month.
Oh, all right. And was it enough or you want to continue?
Exactly.
Okay, good. If not, there is no problem. We can come to you in Côte d'Ivoire. It's not a problem for us. Just subscribe for the online classes and then we are with you.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes, next person, I can still see some people. Yes, Mr. Hundote.
Okay, good morning. My name is Michel Rondote. I'm living at Benin, and I just started this program, this training last Wednesday. I'm a new student at Sopodiva, and I am Bible Translation Project Coordinator at Benin.
Okay. Thank you, sir. We hope you will
You're welcome.
enjoy the journey with us.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, Mr. Yaya Keita. I hope he's not the footballer. Mr. Yaya, can we hear something from you?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon. Okay, so these are the people we have for the moment. And as usual, I'm Oluwatosin Razak Sovi. I'm coach at Sopodiva, and for sure, I'm here with the whole team, namely Mr. Serge Oga, Mr. Samuel, Madame Priscilla, and together we hope we're going to enjoy this 14th section of our virtual English club. If Mr. Samuel is there, kindly say something so that I can hand over the floor to you. Mr. Samuel?
Hello, Mr. Razak, can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I can get you. Can
Great.
you continue?
Yes, please, I can.
All right. Okay, so let's go.
Hello, good afternoon, dear learners and dear colleagues. Welcome to another virtual English club. My name is Mr. Samuel. I'll be taking you this afternoon for a very interesting English train when it comes to the virtual English club. You're all welcome. So as we all know, we are going to do reading. And with the reading, we have something very interesting for you today. It is very good that we would like for our first reader to be Mr. Oluwatosin Razak. He is going to take the first reading, and then he is going to also give us some words we can be able to pronounce correctly. So the person in charge of the reading today will be Mr. Delali. Mr. Delali, if you're around, please, you can take over. But if you're not around, Mr. Razak will do the first reading. Madam Amel Oga will do the second reading. Mr. Dosu will do the third reading. And then Mr. Hundote will do the final reading. So we are looking at Mr. Razak doing the first reading. The second reading will be by Amel Oga. The third reading will be by Mr. Doso. And then the last reading will be by Mr. Hundote. So Mr. Razak, if you're available, I believe the reading will be made available on the screen for us to take, please.
Thank you, Mr. Samuel. If the technical team is ready, then I'm ready. We need the test on the screen.
The test has been made available. I hope you can see it.
Sure.
Yes, Mr. Razak, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you. So the test. When you finish your soup, don't wash your spoon. Eat it. Narayana Pisapati, a researcher in India, is worried about all the plastic, cutlery, people use and throw away. He says plastic is bad for the environment and not healthy for people. So, Pisapati invented spoons you can eat. He calls them edible cutlery. To make the edible cutlery, workers use flours from different grains to make dough. Then they cut the dough into spoon shapes. Finally, they bake the cutlery in a machine. The cutlery is hard and ready to use. It can even be used in hot drinks. The spoons don't melt. People can decide if they want cutlery with a sweet or savory taste or no taste at all. They are even healthy to eat. The spoons can last for 2 years inside the package. Pisapati wants his cutlery to be as cheap as plastic cutlery, so people will stop using plastic. He is planning to make other edible cutlery too. He will make forks and chopstick nests. Soon we may be eating our cups and plates too. I wish I could. Thank you.
Okay, so as we heard from Mr. Razak, we have some pronunciation of some particular words. So cutlery, you have cutlery over there. Cutlery means you have the spoon, the fork, and the knife. Okay, the curry, the fourchette. So you have that's the sets. Okay, that's cutlery. So the next reading will be by Madam Amel Oga. Madam Amel Oga, please, if you're ready, please take the floor. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Samuel. When you finish your soup, don't wash your spoon. Eat it. Narayana Pisati, a researcher in India, is worried about all the plastic cutlery people use and throw away. He says plastic is bad for the environment and not healthy for people. So Pisapati invented spoons you can eat. He calls them edible cutlery. To make the edible cutlery, workers use flours from different grains to make dough. Then they cut the dough into spoon shapes. Finally, they bake the cutlery in a machine. The cutlery is hard and ready to use. It can even be used in hot drinks. The spoons don't melt. People can decide if they want cutlery with a sweet or savory taste or not, or no taste at all. They are even healthy to eat. The spoons can last for 2 years inside the package. Pisapati wants its cutlery to be as cheap as plastic cutlery, so people will stop using plastic. He is planning to make other edible cutlery too. He will make forks and chopsticks next. Soon we may be eating our cups and plates too. Thanks.
I take the floor. I
Yes.
can start?
Yes.
Okay. When you finish your soup, don't wash your spoon. Eat it. Narayana Pisapati, a researcher in India, is worried about all the plastic cutlery people use and throw away. He says plastic is bad for the environment and not healthy for people. So Pisapati invented spoons you can eat. He calls them edible cutlery. To make the edible cutlery, workers use flours from different grains to make dough. Then they cut the dough into spoon shapes. Finally, they bake the cutlery in the machine. The cutlery is hard and ready to use. It can even be used in hot drinks. The spoons don't melt. People can decide if they want cutlery with a sweet or savory taste, or no taste at all. They are even healthy to eat. The spoons can last for 2 years inside the package. Pisapati wants his cutlery to be as cheap as plastic cutlery, so people will stop using plastic. He's planning to make other edible cutlery too. He will make forks and chopsticks next. Soon we may be eating our cups and plates too.
Okay, I am the last one, Michelle. Hello.
Yes, Michelle, I think you can carry on.
Okay, thank you. When you finish your soup, don't wash your spoon. Eat it. Narayana Pisapati, a researcher in India, is worried about all the plastic cutlery people use and throw away. He says plastic is bad for the environment and not healthy for people. So Pisapati invented spoons you can eat. He calls them edible cutlery. To make the edible cutlery, workers use flours from different grains to make dough. Then they cut the dough into spoon shapes. Finally, they bake the cutlery in a machine. The cutlery is hard and ready to use. It can even be used in hot drinks. The spoons don't melt. People can decide if they want cutlery with a sweet or savory taste or no taste at all. They are even healthy to eat. The spoons can last for 2 years inside the package. Pisapati wants his cutlery to be as cheap as plastic cutlery so people will stop using plastic. He is planning to make other edible cutlery too. He will make forks and chopsticks next. Soon we may be eating our cups and plates too. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hundote. Thank you, Madam Amel. Thank you, Mr. Dosso. And thank you, Mr. Razak, for taking us through the reading, which was very, very good. Now, I hope as you were reading, you paid attention to some vocabularies, because we will also be looking at them at the vocabulary session. So please, pronunciation again is cutlery. Okay, cutlery. So Cutlery, cutlery. Okay. So now, as we all know, we are going to move into the smaller groups for the discussions. And then before we move into the smaller groups for the discussions, we are going to make questions available. Some simple and interesting questions we can make available for you to have a look at. So remember, we have we have 1 or 2 minutes for you to write.
Sure.
Yes, hello, Mr. Keita.
Sure.
Yes. Yes, Mr. Keita,
I
please.
would
What's
like
your question?
to read, but the network is poor here. I don't know.
Oh, you would like to read?
I say I would like to read.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the network is poor.
Oh, sorry about that. So probably our next reading we have opportunity again. I'll make you our first reader on the Saturday meeting. So if you're able to join us again on Saturday, we'll be able to have you take the first reading. So please make it a point Saturday, okay? Join us at 12 p.m. so that you be our first reader, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you very much for volunteering. So please take 1 or 2 minutes to write down these questions, 7 questions we are going to discuss about in our smaller groups. So question number 1 is asking, what type of cooking utensils do you normally use? Okay, what type of cooking utensils do you normally use? Number 2 is asking, do the cutleries we use to eat affect the taste and how you enjoy the food? So the cutleries we use, does it affect the taste of food? All right, does it affect it? Does it make it sour? Does it make it sweet or bitter? Okay. Number 3 is asking, a wooden spoon or a metal spoon, which would you go for and why? Do you want to use a wooden spoon or a metal spoon? You should be able to tell us why you want a wooden spoon or a metal spoon. Number 4 is asking about the edible cutlery. What do you think about the edible cutlery? Do you think it's something good that is going to help the environment, or what are your ideas? Number 5 says that, does manufacturing of metal and wooden cutlery affect the environment? When companies make spoons and this knife, does it affect the environment? And how does it affect the environment? Number 6 is saying, how will edible cutlery affect the environment? The production of edible cutlery, how will it affect the environment? And the last one says, give 2 advantages and disadvantages of edible cutlery. Give 2 advantages and disadvantages of edible cutlery. So you will have a link on your screen to click on so you can be able to join the smaller group. So pay attention. You would have a link on your screen to click on to join the smaller group. Thank you.
Okay, as per the groups, Prisla will be in charge of the plenary, whereas Razak will be in charge of the first group, and I think the second group will be taken by Samuel.
Well noted, sir.
So pay attention and accept the notification that has been sent to you. Accept the notification so you can join your group for discussion. Okay, Keita, you have not accepted the notification that has been sent to you. Okay, I think now Keita has accepted. Michelle and Mr. Dosso, I think by now you should be seeing on your screen the questions that we are going to discuss. Okay,
Yes.
I would like you to take the questions one by one after the other. So Michelle starts first. After you finish answering question number 1, you give the floor to Mr. Dosso, and then Dosso gives you the floor back. So I want you to be doing a kind of ping pong till we finish answering all the 7 questions.
Okay.
So Michelle, are you with us? Can you start?
Yes, sir.
So go ahead.
Okay. Please, Mr. Host.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
I'm Serge Oga.
okay. Please, Mr. Oga.
Yes.
I understand the meaning of the test, but I just want to explain something. If I don't know the words from something, how can I do? Can I search it, and
You can either search or ask.
okay.
Okay, so you can use both.
Okay.
Okay, maybe in your group somebody knows the word you are looking for, so the person may quickly help. But in case nobody knows and you are searching, then it enriches everybody.
Okay.
We are in together to learn, and it is an active learning, so it's not a passive learning. Okay, so feel free.
Because here we are talking, the question 1 is, what type of cooking utensils do you normally use?
Exactly.
And I know it in my mind, but how I don't know the name of each one in English.
I like that. So it will make you talk more because you will have to describe the item for us till we identify what you are talking about.
Okay. Cooking utensil that I normally use is the first one, casserole.
If you give the name in French, nobody will answer you.
Yes.
That's why I say you should be able to describe it till we identify what you are talking about.
Okay, we have something like a pot, and we can put it on the fire and put in it water, and we use it to make soup or to cook rice, to cook everything we want to cook. It's like a pot.
Okay, we call it a saucepan.
Saucepan.
Saucepan, pan, P-A-N.
Okay. Okay. Saucepan. Okay. Now I use saucepan, and well, I don't know if you know louche. We used to a spoon.
Spoon.
Yes, spoon.
So the other one, you could have called it a big spoon, right? Or a large spoon.
A big spoon. A big spoon. And I use flat. Bowl. do you hear me?
Yes, we are following.
Okay. I can use bowl too. Louche. Soupin. And I don't know if I can say Tetzel.
Okay. Mr. Dosso, can you help?
Yes. Okay, me for this question, I talk about the material which I use to eat according to the test. So I think about fork, spoon, and also knife.
Knife.
So I had knife and fork.
Okay. Mr. Dosso,
Yes.
that's where you want to stop for now. So when you go to the restaurant and you look at your table, is that all you have on the table? Is it all you need to enjoy your food?
We have also something which the guy put the food on it. I mean, I think about something when the plate.
The platter or the plate?
The plat.
No, the platter is you can put many dishes on the platter and come and serve with the platter. Okay, what you call plateau.
Okay, no, I think about
the plate itself.
Yes, the plate. So
okay.
We have, if I understand, we have a plate and also plat, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I called plate.
Okay. Okay,
and,
for now, let us move to question number 2.
Okay.
Mr. Mundote.
Yes, sir.
Can you answer the question number 2?
Okay. Do the cutleries we use to eat affect the taste and how you enjoy the food? For me, I hope the cutleries we use don't affect the taste. That is what I mean. They don't affect the taste. And
the taste. The taste.
The taste.
Okay, the taste.
Taste.
The sensation you have in your mouth.
Yes.
Okay, of knowing whether the food is sweet, the food is bitter, the food is tasteless, etc. So
okay.
The taste.
I hope the cutleries I use don't affect the taste. And the last one is how I enjoy the food.
Mm-hmm.
I use what I see, and bon, for this time I didn't make attention to know if I have enjoyed the food particularly.
Okay, I can see that Priscilla, who was supposed to take the discussion, to take you through the questions here, has just joined us. I don't know what happened, and when I was saying she should take over, she left the meeting. Priscilla, can we hear from you? We are on question number 2.
Mr. Dosu.
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I'm late. Okay, so I don't know whether you have already started with the discussion.
We've started, but you can still go over it.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Oga. So our first question here, that's what type of cooking utensils do you do? Do you normally use for your cooking?
We have already finished the first question. We have started the second.
I also want to know what the kind of utensils you use. Okay. I want you to share with me also. You shared with Mr. Oga. I want to know the type of utensils you normally use for your cooking.
Okay, saucepan, big spoon, knife and fork, plate and plate, also glass. It's utensils which we use to cook.
Hello?
Hello, it's finished for the first one.
Okay. All right. Now, the second one, the cutleries we use to eat. Does it affect how you eat and then the taste, how you enjoy the food and then the taste of the food? Does it in any way affect it?
Okay, about this question, Mr. Michel already gave answers. For me, I think that the cutleries which I use are not affect the taste of the food, but according to the type of the food, it's more busy to use some cutlery it's busy to use some cutleries compared to another one.
Okay. Mr. Dosu, please be taking notes so you will be the one to report from our group. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Mawulolo, what do you think about the second question?
For
the cutleries you use, do they affect the taste of your food and how you eat or how you enjoy the food?
No, I said that for me, according to me, the cutleries I use don't affect the taste for me. And for the question to know how I enjoy the food, I said that I ate without making attention to it.
You eat without paying attention to whether you are enjoying the food or not, or
yes,
without You eat without paying attention to whether you enjoy the food or not.
Yes, I eat without making attention for how I enjoy the food. When I eat, I know that is very good. Is good in my mouth. I take pleasure for the taste.
Okay, so you take pleasure in the taste of the food,
Yes,
but
madam.
not how whether you are enjoying it or not.
No.
Okay. So if your wife finish cooking and you finish eating the food, what will you tell your wife? Whether the food is nice or not nice? Well, what do you say?
I greet my wife and I tell her that's very good. It's great. I give her congratulations.
Okay. Okay. So me, I'll say that the cutlery I use really help me to know or really affect how I feel about the food. Okay, whether I'm enjoying it or not, the cutlery helps me or in a way contributes. Why did I say that? Sometimes when I'm using spoon or fork, I don't really feel the food, especially it depends on the food I'm eating though. I don't normally feel the food, but when I use my hand to eat that food, I really I see that I enjoy the food more than using fork or spoon. I don't know if you have ever experienced what I'm trying to say.
Yes, madam.
You have experienced it before.
Yes.
Yes,
What are some of the food that you prefer to use your hand to eat?
exactly.
Mr.
Is
Dosu,
that
have you
okay?
experienced that before?
Yes, exactly. It's what I said. It depends of the food, the food.
Okay. So what are some of the food that you prefer to use your hand rather than using fork?
Exactly.
What are some of the food? Can you give me an example?
What do you call in Benin and Ghana? We in Cote d'Ivoire we call it futu.
Okay, I see.
You
Well,
know
maybe
this food?
we call it fufu also. Yes.
Okay, good.
So you prefer using your hand.
Exactly.
Okay, so you see what I'm trying to say. It depends on the food.
Yes.
Okay. Number 3, a wooden spoon or a metal spoon. Which would you go for and why? Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know.
A wooden spoon or a metal spoon? I prefer a metal spoon.
Okay. Why?
Because I know that for the to preserve environment, wooden spoon is not good for the environment. And at my home, I have only a metal spoon. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hey, hello, madam.
Yeah, so you think that wooden spoon is better in terms of preserving the environment?
Yes, madam.
Okay, that's why you will go for a metal spoon.
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Dosu.
Yes. Me also, I prefer the metal spoon because it's possible to have it for the long time compared to a wooden spoon.
Can you explain better? Or can you explain more into detail? If you say it's better to have it for a long time, I don't really get it.
So at home, after when we finish to eat, you can watch the cutlery.
Yes.
Right. So it depends on the family. You can watch it 3 times or 2 times per day.
Okay.
So compared to the material, wood and metal will it's more will take we preserve the metal food, the metal spoon for the long time compared to the wooden spoon.
Okay, so does it mean that with a wooden spoon, after eating, you can't wash it?
No, not you can wash it. It's possible to wash it, right? But in the day after day, it will not possible to use the wooden spoon compared to the metal spoon.
Okay, so you mean to say that the wooden spoon lasts longer than, sorry, the metal spoon lasts longer than the wooden spoon?
Exactly.
Okay, okay. Me, I will go for the wooden spoon. The reason is that sometimes when you are using the metal spoon and you are not careful, it touches your teeth. You see, it makes some kind of noise. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Hello?
Hello, madam.
Hello.
Yes, I'm saying that sometimes when you're using the metal spoon, okay, and you put food in your mouth, when it touches your teeth, there's this kind of feeling. It makes kind of noise. Have you experienced that before?
No, me, I am not experienced eating with wooden spoon.
No, I mean metal spoon.
Okay.
When you try to put the food in your mouth with a metal spoon, sometimes when you are not careful and it touches your teeth,
yes,
it makes some kind of noise.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Have you
I get you. Yes, we already experienced about it.
Good. So because of that, sometimes when I feel that kind of noise, it disturbs my ears. I don't really like that kind of noise. So I'll prefer to go with a wooden spoon. But
it's why you prefer the wooden spoon.
Yes.
Do you are you already used the wooden spoon?
Yes, I have used it before.
So I mean that the common spoon used actually is the plastic food in the reading another what do you call it, another party.
Okay, so it means wooden spoon is not common where you are, but trust me, try getting a wooden spoon, try it and see, and you'll feel what I'm talking about.
I have not.
So maybe I'll have to send you some. I'll send some to you in Cote d'Ivoire, and you try it. You give.
It's not my desire to text it.
You never can tell. Maybe when you try it, after trying it, maybe
So
that's.
I have some experience about the saucepan in wood.
Okay.
So I have this experience. The plate use the plate in wood to eat. I have this experience.
Yes, but with spoon you don't have that experience.
I don't get this experience.
Okay, I will send you some. I will send some over to you in Cote d'Ivoire. I'm sure you will like it. Seriously, you will enjoy it, and you will never use a metal spoon again.
Okay.
Okay, so let's go to the next question. Edible cutlery. What do you think about this idea from the text we read? What do you think about it? Yes, Mr. Maulolo, what do you think about it? Eating your spoon after eating rather than washing. What do you think? What do you think about that? The idea of the writer.
Okay. May I tell something, please, madam?
Yes, go ahead. You can talk.
Okay, I continue to translate the text in my mouth, in my head, to know a good sense of the text. I just understand that wooden spoon means another thing. When Mr. Dosso said that we have a plastic spoon, I search it and I know that wooden spoon is different than plastic
It's
spoon.
different from.
Different from. What I was talking is in my mind is plastic spoon.
Okay. Okay, no, we are not talking about plastic spoon. We are talking about wooden spoon.
Wooden. I understand now.
You understand now? Okay, a spoon that is made from wood, or let's say timber. Maybe timber is it's a way I can make you understand better. Timber, a spoon that is made from timber, not really plastic. It's not plastic.
Okay.
Yeah.
That the test is the comprehension of the test is difficult for me. I continue to translate it to know what is talking about really.
Okay. Please, Priscilla, allow me in here just to say something to Mr. Michel.
Okay.
I know he is a translator, and for translators, they always want to have equivalent of everything. They want to have the right word. And when it comes to oralization, it becomes a problem for them because you always want to have the exact meaning in French. So please, if you want to be able to oralize, you should depart from translating everything. So try to see the big picture, try to see the image, and from the image, you can be able to move forward. That's why I was saying, whenever you don't know how to say something, try to describe. Okay? You don't know, you don't have the right expression, you don't have the right word, try to describe. When you have a text in front of you, yes, you might say, okay, what is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of that? But at least try to work already with the general meaning that you were able to get. Okay? Word shouldn't stop you as word can stop a translation.
Okay? Okay, Michelle.
I hope you are getting my point.
Yes.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Slowly you will be able to make that shift. I know it's not easy for translators to move to oralization because they always want to get the right word, the right expression before they can move. Okay? But here you need to oralize, so you don't always need the right word.
Okay.
Okay? You may not have the right word, you may not have the right expression, but this shouldn't stop you in your development. It shouldn't stop you in your speech. Priscilla, over to you.
Thank you, sir. So, Mr. Maululu, I'm sure this you got it.
Yes.
Time goes on, I'm sure you. So let's picture the main idea, the main content of the test, okay? And I'm sure that will help you to get the message.
Thank you.
Mr. Dosu.
Yes.
Yes, what do you think about the idea of the writer, edible cutlery? A cutlery that can help you maybe just after eating, instead of washing it, you eat it alone, or you eat it. So after eating, you don't have anything to wash. Maybe you only wash the plate, but for the spoon, it's edible. You can eat it. What do you think about it?
For me, it's a good idea because with the beginning with the metal spoon, it was difficult to get many metal spoons in the party and another big event. So the guy created the plastic spoon, and with the plastic spoon we have the difficulty of the preservation of environment. So this idea is good because with edible cutlery we preserve the environment, because we eat in average 3 times per day in the world. So for me, it's why I told that it's a good idea, because it preserves the environment.
Not I told that, I said that. That's why I said that.
That's why I said that it's a good idea, because it preserves the environment.
Okay. Mr. Maululu, do you get the concept now? So can you tell me what you think about the writer's idea?
For edible cutlery?
Yes. What do you think?
I hope that what the writer said is, if edible cutlery is what I mean, I hope it can be good more than using another thing make with metal or another things. For me, it can be better. Hello.
Hello,
Madam.
Okay, it's good now.
can you hear me?
Yes, madam.
Yes.
Okay, so I was saying that the next question, does the manufacturing of metal and wooden cutlery affect the environment? And how does it do that? Yes, anybody can take the floor. Anybody ready?
So for me, it affects our environment, because for the wooden cutlery, we use the wood to make it. And for the metal cutlery, also we use the metal on our what could we call it? The metal in our country to use. We have some now we have some issue in the world, such as the wood, the high wood made by the sun. We have the high temperature.
Okay.
With in our country, because people cut the wood to make a cutlery, another thing. This thing affects our environment. Also, we have in our village, because of the metal, the village was destroyed because people want to use the metal in the ground.
Yes.
It's why this one also affects our environment.
Okay. Mr. Maulolo.
Yes, madam.
Yes. What do you think?
I think that
how does it affect the environment?
okay. I hope that wooden cutlery affect the environment because if we cut wood and today we are talking about destruction of H2O, I don't know, couche d'ozone. If we cut wood,
ozone layer. Okay.
Ozone layer.
The ozone layer.
Ozone layer. Okay. The manufacturing of wooden cutlery contribute to ozone layer. That is the effect that manufacturing of wooden has on the environment, according to me.
No, the ozone layer is couche d'ozone. So if you want to say it contributes to what? To preserve it or to destroy it? You should be able to tell us. Okay.
To destroy. To destroy ozone layer.
Okay. So I also think that it affects the environment. Like you said, destruction of the ozone layer. And then our forests, when they have to cut down trees to make wood out of them, to make wooden spoons out of them. When we cut the trees and then we plant it back, it's not much a problem. But when the trees are being cut and then there is nothing like replacing them, that is when the forests are being destroyed and causing a whole lot of things in the environment. So I also think that manufacturing of metal and wooden cutlery affects the environment, and that is what I can say, or how I can say it affects it. Sixth question, how will the edible cutlery affect the environment? It can be positively, it can be negatively. So the edible cutlery, according to the text, how do you think it will affect the environment? It can be both positive effects or negative effects. When we say effect, it does not only mean negative. We can have a positive effect and then a negative effect as well. So how do you think it can affect the environment?
It's a positive effect, I think, because for the environment, because we have because we can for the plastic spoon we put it on the. It's not possible to use the plastic spoon, the plastic cutlery after using.
Okay.
So with the edible cutlery, people eat this cutlery after eating the food.
Okay.
So with this one, we have not what does it mean? Put it on the
Anyway, I think the time is over. I don't know who is taking over for the rest of the session. Thanks.
Okay. Good afternoon once again, and thank you everyone for still being with us. I'm sure discussions were very good. Others were having issues with internet, but I believe we still have a better connection now. So as we all know, we had very good discussions. We also read the article. We were able to understand that we can now have edible calories. After eating, you can choose to also eat your cutlery. Now we are going for the vocabulary session where Mr. Razak will be able to take charge of that and then lead that. So Mr. Razak, please, if you're available, you can take the vocabulary. Sorry, I mean, Madam Priscilla. Madam Priscilla will be taking the vocabulary. Sorry.
Okay. Okay, so let's look at some vocabularies that we can take away, and they are all relating to kitchen. Okay, they are all relating to the kitchen. The first word I have here, please, the words are on the screen. As I try to explain, try to take note as well. Okay, so the first word we have here is cutlery. Cutlery, that's the word, and it's a noun. Okay, it's a noun. These are the things that we use to eat, like spoon, forks, chopsticks, and so on and so forth. So cutlery is the collective name, if I can say, the collective name of all the things that we use to eat. Okay, so when you remove it single, you can have a spoon as an example, you can have a fork as an example, but when you put all these things together, the name we give it is what? Cutlery. Cutlery. Then the next word we have is chopping board. Chopping board. So if you go to the kitchen, there is this wooden or sometimes plastic flat surface. Okay, it's flat. That's instead of holding your vegetables in your hand to cut, you rather use your hand to hold it on the board before you use your knife in cutting it. That is what we call chopping board. It can be what? Wood. It can be made from wood. It can also be made from what? Plastic. The next word here is kitchen utensils, which we also call cooking utensils. Okay, so these are things that we hold, okay, tools that we hold for cooking, like the wooden spoons, the kitchen knives. So please, the word is knives. The K starting it is actually silent, so you don't pronounce the K. It's knives, okay? What you use in chopping or cutting your vegetables. That's what we call knives, okay? Then we go to the next one, oven. So for your baking of your cakes, your breads, the enclosed tool that you put you set the fire is inside, and then you set there's actually heat there that bakes the food. That's what we call oven. You need to open it, put whatever item you want to bake, put that item inside and close it, and you set the temperature at the degree that you will need. Then you start baking your item. I know you understand baking because in one of our virtual lesson, I think we looked at that word. Then the next word I have here is saucepan. Okay, saucepan. This is a deep round pan with what? A lid. A lid is the cover, what you use to cover it. And it has a long handle that you can hold while cooking. That is what we call saucepan. And you cook inside. We can also have a cooker. A cooker is a stove, okay? Another name for cooker is what? Stove. Okay, where you set in your fire, okay? It can be a gas stove, it can be an electric stove, okay, where the fire actually is that you put your saucepan on before trying to cook your food. That is the stove, okay? And then in the olden days, we use firewood, okay, where you put woods in the stove and then you set your fire for your cooking. Okay, then we have sink. Sink is also a noun, okay? Normally in your kitchen after cooking, you put your plate in your sink where there is a pipe, water, or a tap running, okay? It's normally fixed in the wall. Then you put your plates there, and then you wash your plates there. Then also in the washrooms, after bathing after using the washroom, you need to wash your hands. So you can also have a sink in the washroom where you wash your hand before you come out of the washroom. Then we go to the next one, which is a cook. So a cook is a person who cooks. The person who cooks is not a cooker. Cooker is a stove that you use in cooking. Then a cook is actually the person who does the cooking. And the last one is tableware. So tableware is the eating utensils like your plates, your bowls, your cups, glasses, etc. that you put on your table when you have to eat. I hope this is clear. And thank you, Mr. Samuel. You can take over. Please try to take notes in your book.
Okay, thank you, Madam Priscilla. I hope everything has been well understood. And if you have any question or any preoccupation, feel free to let us know right now. You have the floor to ask any of your questions either related to the test or related to the expressions that we've just shared with you. Thank you. Okay. I believe no one has question, and we can wrap today's section up. We thank you for attending to the virtual English club. We could notice also some connection problems, and we hope next time it won't be the same. Kindly keep it in your agenda. Our next section is on Saturday, 24th of October at 12 o'clock GMT. And if you are in Benin, it will be 1 p.m. as usual. Thank you, and see you on Saturday. Have a very nice day.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Razak. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice day too.
Thank you, Mr. Razak. Thank you, everyone. And on Saturday. Thank you, everyone.
Okay, thank you, and see you soon.
Okay, thank you very much.